What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Potty Player Entertainment. My name is Chris, and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. I spent all day today at the movie theater. I woke up late because I stayed up late last night because I didn't have to work, so I could. I didn't have to work today, so I got to stay up late, and I mowed the lawn, I went to see Where the Crawdads Sing, went to eat, went to see Beast. Now I'm here doing this. I'm reviewing Beast first, because this movie just came out today, so I figured I might as well get this one done now. And since I've already, since Where the Crawdads Sing has probably been out for like a few weeks or so now, y'all can wait another day or so for that. So I will be reviewing Where the Crawdads Sing, but for now we're going to be reviewing Beast. I apologize if you can hear the crickets. I'm trying my best to block them out, but they're so loud. Why are the crickets always so loud? I forgot to write my rating before I started recording, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. How are you guys doing? I was originally going to make a vlog today, and I started making one because I know that you guys like vlogs, and my vlogs always get, like, the most views on my channel, it seems like now. At least ever since I did that Batman one, but I couldn't think of much to talk about, so I uploaded a couple of TikToks, although one of them is still uploading right now. My TikTok for my reaction, out of theater reaction for Where the Crawdads Sing, took hours and hours to upload, like 4 or 5 hours, and I think my one with Beast is probably going to take the same amount of time, because as I'm recording this right now, I think it's still trying to upload, so whatever, fine, TikTok be broken, but I went to go see Beast today, and let me tell you something about Beast. Okay, so I'm going to make this a new rule on this channel. Whenever I have a crappy theater experience, I'm going to tell you guys about it. So let me tell you about my experience with Beast. For like the first hour of this movie, because this movie's only like an hour and a half, great. Everyone was quiet. Everyone was respectful. I wasn't enjoying the movie, but at least I was watching it in a peaceful environment. And then these two ladies start talking. And they talked, 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 and they talked. And they talked some more. At one point, I shushed them. And they still kept talking. And at the end of the movie, one of them kept flickering a lighter. I don't know this for a fact, but I think they were trying to smoke in the theater. What? And then when I was driving to my girlfriend's house after the movie, because I went to go see her for a minute, somebody merged in front of me at an intersection without a signal. And then when I was driving home, somebody was smoking so much weed in their car that it was all coming into mine, which that happens to us all the time, right? But this was so bad, I had to close all my vents and turn off my AC. What is happening to the world today? What is happening? Like, LA is like always getting looted. Always. Why do people keep looting in LA? Can you not behave? People are getting killed for putting too much mayo on a sandwich and giving people cold French fries. What is happening? We're over 3 minutes into this. I haven't even started the review. I'm just mad. Okay. I'm just mad. Okay. Now that I got that out of my system, let's rant about the movie. Okay, so Beast. I went into this with low expectations, and I still came out of it kind of disappointed. I thought that this would be a cool survival movie, but it really wasn't. It just kind of feels like a missed opportunity. But hey, check out the t-shirt, though. Isn't this nice? Yeah, I got this at Walmart. Ooh. Purely and simply evil. Ah, what a nice shirt. Anyways, so let's talk about Beast. It stars Idris Elba and Sharlto Copley, and it's directed by, I'm going to try and say this, Baltasar Kormacure. And this movie tells the story of Idris Elba is a widowed father of two, or widower. I think a widow is a woman. Widower, father of two. And he goes to meet his friend who lives in Africa, who's like he's like on an anti-poaching task force. And this lion starts hunting down people and killing them, and it forces them into this survival situation when they can't make outside contact. This movie could have been a really cool, like, one-man survival movie. You just take Idris Elba, you put him out into the wilderness in Africa, and you have him go toe-to-toe with this lion throughout the movie. That could have been really cool. But they don't do that. Instead, he has his obnoxious daughters there, and it's just not good. It's not good, guys. This is not the worst movie I've seen this year. It's not as bad as Morbius. It's not as bad as Crimes of the Future. I wouldn't even say this is quite as bad as Ambulance, but it's probably going to be on my worst of the year list. This was not a good movie. I didn't enjoy it. I wouldn't watch it again. I just kind of wanted it to be over. But let's talk about the good things about it first. So for one thing, it does have a good anti-poaching message. It's not crammed down your throat like a lot of the political correctness woke messages you see in movies a lot of time. It's not like that. It kind of reminded me of like The Meg, when they give you that quick like anti-shark hunting message, when they explain to you how sharks are always being fished, and then they cut off their fins to make shark fin soup, and then they throw them back in the water alive. That is something that poachers do, and they brought that up in the film to raise awareness for that. Well, they do the same thing here. They raise an anti-poaching message, and I thought it was nicely handled. The CGI in The Lion looks really good. This movie reminded me very much of Jaws. This movie was essentially Jaws if it took place on land, and it sucked. That's Beast. But the movie really rides on that line being believable. And thankfully it is. It's the same thing with Jaws. If the shark looked fake, that movie would have just fallen apart. But it doesn't, and that's why Jaws is such a good movie. Part of the reason anyways. And this movie, the line, it's CGI, but it looks real. You can buy into it enough. So at least it doesn't fall on that front. The cinematography was really good. This whole movie does tracking shots, like one-take tracking shots. There's a lot of that, like the type of technique that 1917 employed. Except it wasn't like all meant to look like one shot like 1917. No, it was. But they do a lot of tracking shots, and it looks good. It's nicely done. It is. I see what they were going for. It was to sort of immerse you into the environment and make you feel like you're there with the characters, and I thought they did a good job with that. I also really like the man versus predator idea. I really get into that. Especially with Predator, which is like one of my favorite action movies. You know, I like the whole man versus predator idea, and I thought that was a cool aspect of the film. You know. And then also Idris Elba and Charlton Copley were really good in the movie. They were really good together. They both brought their A game. They're fantastic in the movie. Really good job by both of them. Now let's go ahead and get in my cons because I do have a lot of them. So like I said, this is like a poor man's Jaws. It's a very, very mediocre film. It could have been so much better. It's like I said, if they just took Idris Elba, put him out in the wild, and just had it be like a one-on-one fight for survival, it could have been really cool. But no, they kind of dropped the ball on it. It was disappointing. The older daughter in the movie, so he's got two daughters, right? And the older one is like very mean to the dad, like constantly, like, you're gonna leave us, like you did, like when mom died. And it's like, shut up. Is this really the time you want to talk about this? Like, you're such a crappy daughter. I hate you. You're a terrible character. And she keeps making these stupid decisions, like, I'm going to go. I'm going to help dad. Like, no, you should probably stay in the car, because they get stranded in a Jeep for a long time in this movie, which also kind of falters the pacing of the movie. But she just makes a lot of stupid decisions, and she was really annoying. I didn't like her. And also the pacing, like I said, the pacing wasn't very good. You could tell they were trying their best to sort of keep the plot going. Like, something has to happen in order for the story to progress. But it's just that the movie, once they get stuck in this Jeep, it just feels like it halts for a while for me. I wish they had gotten them out of this Jeep sooner and gotten things moving along a little bit and had them go to different locations. Because I just feel like too much of the movie took place in this Jeep. The lion also can't smell. For some reason, it can't smell when someone's there. I don't know why. Like, there's a scene where Idris Elba's in a river, like, beneath this branch that the lion is standing on that's somehow supporting its weight. And it just doesn't know that he's under there. I'm like, I get like he's in water, and that kind of like can cut off the smell. Like, water, I know water can like carry a smell, but I think if you're in it, it can stop it, I think. Something like that. I don't know, I'm not a canine officer, but I'm pretty sure it would have been able to smell him directly beneath him. He's like 3 feet beneath it, and it can't smell him. The characters go to this abandoned school to look for medical supplies at some point in the movie, instead of just going to a hospital or something. Like, you could have gone anywhere else, but they went to this abandoned school, and they had no idea if anything was there or not, but they just went there anyways, and I'm like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Also, the dialogue can be pretty bad, especially from the daughters. Also, whoever wrote this movie thinks the audiences are idiots, because at one point they mention poachers, and then Sharlto Copley says illegal hunters. Like, yeah, thanks. I know what a poacher is. I'm not retarded. What is this? Uh, Also, everybody in this movie sucks at shooting. There's a point where the lion gets lit on fire and it lives. I don't know if you consider that a spoiler, a minor spoiler. There's like, at some point fire is used against it and it's just fine. The Everyone sucks at shooting. Did I say that already? Everyone in this movie sucks at shooting. The line's like right there, just freaking shoot it, but nobody can ever shoot it. I do have a couple of spoilers here. Yeah, the ending. So I'm gonna go. Do I really need to do a spoiler section for Beast? You know what? It came out today. Fine, whatever. I want to talk about the very end of the movie, the very end of the movie. So I'm gonna go ahead and out of respect for you guys, I'll go ahead and I'll give my rating now, and then we'll talk about the ending of the movie. But I do, the ending of this movie is terrible, and I hate it. So we'll get into that, but I'm gonna rate the movie first for those of you who may not have seen this film yet. So with all that being said, this is not a god-awful abomination. It's bad. It is a bad movie, but at least it's not Crimes of the Future. I can say that, because Crimes of the Future is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. So with that being said, I am going to give Beast a 40. Okay, now let's talk about the ending here. So Idris Elba fist fights a lion. He fist fights a lion, and I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm like, what is this? He is literally fist fighting a lion, and this lion is like tearing him to shreds. And it just, like, he goes to the hospital and he's got like these big bandages and everything, but I'm like, bro, this lion is like ripping into him. Like, he should be dead. Like, this isn't like the bear attack in freaking The Revenant, where like this lion bites and bites and bites and bites and bites and bites him. Like, it is ripping him apart. But Idris Elba's just like this buff macho dude, so he could take it. Like, it's stupid. But he's literally fist fighting a lion. Like, he gets a knife and fights this lion. He distracts it to get it away from his daughters, takes it out into an open field, and then just fights it. Like, did you expect to win this fight? What are you doing? Like, you can, like, somehow use your environment to your advantage or something. I don't know, booby traps, go the predator route? Like, I don't know, but anything's better than you going toe-to-toe with a lion. What? It's so stupid. And then to make it even more stupid, these other lions who like the anti-poacher people, they jump in to save him. I'm like, these are lions. Would they not respect that this is its food? They save him, and they kill it, and not even on camera. They kill it off camera. Like, what is this? It's so bad. But surprisingly, I didn't hate it quite as much as I hated Ambulance. I almost went to a 35 with this, and honestly, I might marinate on this for a few days and wish I had. But for now, I'm going to sit at a 40, just because it does have some moments of tension. It can be a little entertaining. It wasn't a miserable theater experience, but I'd be lying if I told you I didn't check the time a couple times. So, not a miserable movie to get through. It's just really dumb, is what it is. And I wasn't expecting much out of a movie about Idris Elba fighting a lion. Like, there's literally one of the posters shows him, like, running at the lion and the lion running at him. Like, I get, like, this was supposed to be a movie that you don't take that seriously. But this could have been a really cool movie, and it just kind of feels like they dropped the ball on it, you know? And it's disappointing. So, it is what it is. I will be back soon with my review for Where the Crawdads Sing. Summer Marvel should be coming back soon. I'm working. Like, after this, I work 5 days straight. Like, I have to work. So, be patient with your boy. I'm making content as much as I can. I love making content. I love getting these reviews out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Party Player Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave me reviews, suggestions down in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Party Player Entertainment for channel updates and bonus content. And I have no idea if my TikTok uploaded while I was recording this. Hopefully it did, but it probably didn't because TikTok has been fighting me all day and I want to punch it in the face like Idris Elba did to a lion, because he does punch and kick a lion in the face. In the face. He, like I said, he fist fights a lion. Listen to me. This is a movie where Idris Elba gets into a fist fight with a lion. Okay, that's kind of cool. And it looked kind of cool in the movie. Like, the CGI on the lion was good. But, dude, he's fist fighting a lion. Like, I think it's okay that, like, he kind of goes toe-to-toe with it a little bit, but he straight up gets out into an open area with a knife, and it's just like, it's go time. Like, why would you win that fight? I don't understand what the logic is in that thinking. Anyway, I'm done. Go away. I love y'all. Thank you for watching, and much love.